Good morning, my friends. Good morning. Good morning. I'm so happy to be with you today. It's a busy Friday today. This is going to be a really short wake up warm up because I have to run outside and do a little interview with K103's Mike and Stacy in the morning, which goes on their Facebook live stream and also will be featured as a video. So I'm going to run outside and do that. That happens at 10:30. So this is going to be a super abbreviated warm up, which is actually a great opportunity to see how, when you have a very limited amount of time, how you can very quickly warm up. So I have some tips and tricks for super speedy warm-ups, and I want to show you those right now, since we have just a little tiny bit of time before I have to run. So good morning. Go ahead, find your alignment, ears over shoulders, over hips, over heel. Take some nice big deep breaths, just a couple. You can put your hands here on your chest. You could rest both of them here just to relax. In through the nose, out the mouth. A few more. Yeah, super. We're going to do just a little bit of inhale through the nose, exhale on SH. So we're going to inhale nice and slow and then exhale as long as we can on SH. Ready? Do two more, yeah? One more. I like to do breathing exercises with a little bit of resistance, like shh, what have you, something that's obstructing the airway as it exits your mouth a little bit. That way we get that nice resistance feeling, and it also supercharges your connection. You really feel that abdominal connection to the exhale, right? We like that. We're going to go ahead and turn our listening ears on now. I'm going to turn up my piano. And we're going to take that deep breath in through our nose, and then we are going to exhale on shh as we listen to, but you're going to go shh. Good. Now we're going to go right back here, and we're going to go such a good singer. Good boy, Fenway. I love it when he does that. Okay, so we just got connected with our breath and we moved the voice. We're going to do some sirens. This is, if you have limited time, the best warm-up because you are moving the vocal folds through their full range of motion as we go up and down the scale, and we are pushing air through nice, evenly pressurized stream. We're kind of getting everything calibrated and getting you ready to sing in such a way. Good morning. So happy to see you, Miss Brett. so we're just kind of getting everything fine-tuned. So let's do some sirens together. I like to do them on wow. So we're going to go low to high to low. Ready? Woo! Fenway. Ready? Again. Woo! Woo! He wants to howl with us. Woo! Now we're going to go high to low. Just like that. Fenway is demonstrating for me today. One more time. So good. All right. So we've done a little bit of movement. We've kind of clued in the breath and gotten it really hyper connected. We're going to do 2 octave glides now. We're going to do this on oo or e. So we're going to start all the way down here. I was trying to figure out what pitch he was singing. Happy Friday, Amy. All right. So we have, just to recap, because I have to run soon, we have connected the breath with a nice SH or other semi-occluded airway exercise. Then we did some agility stuff. That was Fenway. I was trying to figure out what pitch he was singing, because someday we're going to make it so that when he's howling, we're going to sing beautiful harmonies. And like, I'm going to make it so that he ends up singing the Lakme duet with me or something. I don't know. So we did a little bit of agility. We did a bunch of sirens, and now we did our 2 octave glides. So we should be feeling whoo, like everything is kind of open. But if you're like me, my openness also translates to feeling a little stiff. So like, I feel like, yes, I was able to get up there, but it was stiff. So remember, we don't act on what we sound like, we act on how we feel when we're warming up. So my feeling was that it was stiff and not responsive. So I want to fix that. He is. I note to self, take a picture of Fenway wearing a flower crown today. Done. Thank you, Amy. So now we're going to inject some bubbles into our sound a little bit before we finish up our warm up. So we are going to exhale on like a hissing cat. You can't see my full body, but because I'm a busty person and I have lots going on upstairs here, all of this is moving because my chest plate is rising and falling gradually. Don't get lightheaded, but my abdomen is totally in and out like a little bellows as well. But you can see the points of my shoulders are staying still. So it's kind of the soft tissue that's moving around the hard stuff. Sometimes, when we see chest movement, we're like, oh, you are so sweet, Amy. It's because I'm going to be on TV in a couple minutes. So we want to make sure that we're just movement is not always bad, right? We always hear like, oh, you don't want any upper body movement, whatever, flesh gonna bounce, whether it, I can't control my fleshy parts sometimes. But as long as the structure stays stable, that's all that we really care about, and all that really matters right in this moment. So do that one more time. It's going to exhale on yes, with a triple C thick. We're going to inhale and exhale, hold on to something. If you feel lightheaded, please stop. If you feel like you're going to pass out, don't pass out this morning. It's the terrible way to start the weekend. Ready? Amy's cat's like, new phone, who dis? All right, we're going to go. Now we're going to back up all the way down. Here. Light and fluffy. Good morning. Good. So we moved and scooted. We are going to now go down into the basement and chase the cobwebs out of there, and then we're going to be done. This was a super, I cannot talk. I need to get that out of my system. This was a super turbo warm up this morning, but we hit all the places that I think are important when you're short on time, but you need to warm up. We got the breath plugged in. We plugged in the Christmas lights, right? So that the breath is moving all the way through our body. Pardon me. I swallowed some spit. We got the breath plugged in. We have, and not only plugged it in so that it's freely flowing, but also so that we can articulate using the breath. Yeah, super good. We went all the way up to the attic and we chased the cobwebs out of the attic. And even if it doesn't feel, 7 salty sailors, that's how we're going to go in the basement. Thank you, Amy. Very good. Very good. So we went all the way up top. We felt that it wasn't 100%, but we're going to take it. And now we're going to go in the basement. And as we go in the basement, I'm going to remind you, we're going to do 2 exercises that go down. We're going to do 7 salty sailors, and then we're going to do fla, fla, fla. And I want to remind you that I want to go past the point where you're singing. I want to go into just the noise, right? It might feel and sound like a metallic-y kind of funky noise. And that's where I want you to go. Just as long as it's comfortable, I don't want you to press down there. Keep thinking forward as we make the sounds, right? But we want you to go all the way into that space. That's how we build low notes, by asking the question of our vocal folds. Okay, well, even though this sounds and feels super weird and funky, I'm just gonna hang tight and keep feeding you air, and you can figure it out, and they'll figure it out. Okay, this is how it goes. 7 salty sailors sailed the 7 salty seas. 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 7 One more. 7. Okay, so pro tip for all of you guys studying at home, that was an A flat. But I felt like I was vocalizing down there. Did you? Did you feel like you were making a noise, even if it wasn't a singing noise? If you were making a noise, we are going to just go ahead and wear that little badge that I sang a low A flat today. But I'm going to run out and put that on my resume that's my range, right? We're just stretching. This is all about stretching. Just stretch, stretch, stretch. We're not going to live down there. We're not going to hammer a whole bunch of crazy low notes. We're just stretching down there, right? Now we're going to do our flaw, same exact thing as we go into the basement. And this time we're going to sing flaw, 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 flaw. And we're just going to sit and sustain it, right? So this is a really icky place to start for me because it's right in the middle of where I want to pop over into my chest voice. Flaw, 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 flaw. 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 Sustain that bottom pitch. Flaw, 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 flaw. Flaw, 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 flaw. Sing through the L. Get the L out of the way, but sing through it. Flaw, 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 flaw. Going. Flaw, 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 flaw. 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 Keep going. Flaw, 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 flaw. Keep going. Flaw, 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 flaw. Keep going. Flaw, 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 flaw. One more. Flaw, 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 flaw. Yes. Facts. So good. So good. So good. All right. So we're going to do one quick glide and then I have to run because I just did that for way too long. Whee! Now I have to go outside. So if I was doing this interview inside, I would just stay here and we would go the normal time. But I'm doing this outside so that I can have a horse with me. So I'm going to go do that right now. If you have a couple minutes, definitely jump over to the K103 Facebook page. That's where this interview is going to go. This is with Mike and Stacy in the morning. It's going to be super fun. I have been a huge fan of Mike Chase's ever since the 90s when he was on KNRK, and I used to listen to him every morning before I would go to school, and I had the biggest crush on him. So this is like fangirl to the max right now with me going to do an interview with him. So, have a great day. Have a great weekend. Enjoy all the things. Just have the most glorious time. I hope that you get to enjoy all your favorite things this weekend. Stay cool. It's going to be 12 million degrees. And if you go protest in Portland, be safe. I love you. Take care of yourselves. I will see you on Monday. Mwah.